Uh, Hello everyone, my name is Oitro and today I'm going to talk about 2025's Class 8's Bangladesh and Global Studies book. I'm going to summarize all of the chapters, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna do in this video. So the first chapter of the book is called Colonial Age and the Liberation War of Bengal. Bengal was once known as the Golden Bengal because of its fertile land, trade, and culture. But with the arrival of the British East India Company, things changed fast. Farmers were forced into the permanent settlement system where landlords collected heavy taxes. Indigo cultivation was forced, famines spread, and the economy suffered a lot. This colonial exploitation was not only broke did not only broke Bengal's wealth but also gave birth to a resistant and nationalist ideas, seeds that would eventually grow into the liberation war of Bangladesh. So that's basically a part of what this chapter goes through. It also goes through what happened before the British Eastern India Company came and all. And yeah, so that's all about the first chapter. Pretty short and easy stuff, I suppose. And so the second chapter is called Archaeological Heritage of Colonial Age. So the chapter is basically about the basically what the name suggests. The colonial era left behind many physical traces like indigo factories, landlord mansions, churches, and a lot of other stuff. These structures tell two stories: one of exploration, where local people suffered under colonial rule, and another of transformation, where Western education, railways, administration began reshaping Bengal. Now they are our historical reminders of how foreign domination affected both our daily lives and our cultural identity. So it basically it became a big thing in our country right now. Like people go to visit them as well. That's all about the second chapter. It just goes through all of the stuff we have left behind, and that's all. So the third chapter is called the Liberation War of Bangladesh. So this is the heart of Bangladesh's modern history. For decades, East Pakistan faced discrimination in politics, language, economy, and culture. When the 1970 election victory of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was denied, then protests were growing. Yeah, on March 25th of 1971, the Pakistani military began Operation Searchlight, killing thousands of people in Dhaka in one night. After that, 9 months straight, freedom fighters, students, farmers, and even ordinary citizens resisted. Millions fled to our nearest country and our friendliest country at the time, India, as refugees. Finally, with international support and extraordinary sacrifice, Bangladesh achieved victory on 16th of December in 1971, marking independence and the birth of a new nation. This chapter goes through all of that and also adds a lot of information about the details of how and why Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was denied, and why the protests were growing on and other stuff. So yeah, on our fourth chapter we have economy of Bangladesh. At independence, Bangladesh's economy was shattered. Agriculture based, poverty ridden, and dependent on foreign aid. Over the decades, the economy has transformed. Agriculture still plays a role, but now industries like garments and like textiles, remittances from migrant workers, and digital services are major drivers. So, yeah, Bangladesh is often called a development miracle for its growth through challenges and poverty, unemployment, and corruption still remain, though. So yeah, it also teaches us about a lot of other stuff which are important for us, like yeah, like PCI and all, like yeah. So pretty important part and all. And after that we have a fifth chapter called State and Government System of Bangladesh, something like that. Bangladesh is an unitary democratic republic. It was governed. It was governed by the Constitution of 1972, which guarantees rights like freedom of speech, equality, and the right to vote. The state has three main organs: the executive, which is basically where government leads, like the prime government led by like prime ministers and all like that. After that, we have the legislature, parliament that makes laws basically, and the judiciary, courts ensuring justice, and yeah, that's basically the three. Though political struggles exist, the system gives citizens a way to shape their like future through democracy and stuff. And yeah, after that we have our sixth chapter called Cultural Change of Bangladesh. Bangladesh's culture was never stood still. Colonial rule was introduced by English education, English people, and yeah, which I basically talked about a bit before. So yeah, the language movement, which happened in 1952, by the way, protected Bengali identity, while independence gave a strong national spirit. Today, culture is a mix of folk songs, poetry, cinema, modern art, and even digital media. So yeah, it's like culture and like everything like changed a lot in Bangladesh, and they play a very big role in like today. So yeah, seventh chapter, socialization. This chapter basically looks at how people become part of society. Socialization starts with family, that's the root where children learn values, language, traditions, and sometimes even like music and all. If grew up in the like right place and all. Yeah, anyways, schools, friends, religion, and media also shape identity. Without socialization, society would fall apart because it's the process that teaches cooperation, respect, and responsibility. So yeah, basically this chapter like goes through how like people socialize with other people, like how they like behave and all, like comparing to where they grew up and stuff like that. Like yeah, like your friends can play a big part in how you act and all. Basically it goes through that stuff. After that we have our eighth chapter called Ethnic Groups of Bangladesh. So this is common knowledge basically that Bangladesh is not only Bengali, it's home to dozens of indigenous groups like the Chakma, Marma, Tripura, Shautal, Garo, etc. Yeah, they have unique customs, languages, foods, festivals, music tastes and all, and yeah, so most live in the Chittagong hill tracts and northern areas. Although ethnic groups are all around Bangladesh. So yeah, they have different national cultures, which remind us what Bangladesh is. It's a land of many voices and many traditions. So that's what this part goes through and all, and yeah. Ninth chapter, we got social problems of Bangladesh. So Bangladesh isn't the quite perfect country, you could say. Despite of the progress it has, problems still remain. Poverty still affects millions, illiteracy and lack of quality education limit gender inequality and dowry, child marriage, and all other stuff are like very bad for our country. It like corrupts our reputation, our like everything else. Like yeah, basically the government and the NGOs are aware of this and are spreading awareness of this, and they're trying their hardest to like get rid of this. And yeah, they all people also suffer from like drug abuse and like unemployment, which create further challenges. But yeah, progress is being made, although not much though. And yeah, anyways, 10th chapter we got population and development of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries in the whole world. A big population puts pressure on food, housing, healthcare, and jobs. But there are also different opportunities. Like a large youth population can both boost like economic growth if given skills and education and stuff. This is called demographic dividend. Yeah, proper planning can turn the population from a burden to a strength, which many countries do, and that's why they are ahead of us in time. And yeah, this chapter basically goes through that. And like yeah, after that we have our 11th chapter, climate and natural disasters in Bangladesh. So because of its like geography, Bangladesh faces frequent floods, cyclones, and river erosion. Bangladesh has like a position in the world where like climate changes happen a lot, which is making things worse actually, with rising sea levels threatening coastal areas. However, the people of Bangladesh are known for their resilience. Disaster shelters, warning systems, and local community efforts have like improved the survival rates of like the damage compared to the past. Yeah, so basically like we are working on it and stuff like that. Basically the thing about like Bangladesh's corruption and all, we are working on both of them. So yeah, anyways, our like second to last chapter called natural resources of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is blessed with fertile soil like rivers, fisheries, natural gas and coal reserves, and etc. There are a lot of stuff. Yeah, these resources fuel agriculture, energy, and trade. But misuse and like over extraction can cause environment problems. The focus now is to use them sustainably and while balancing like development with protection of nature. Basically goes through that and a lot of other stuff as well, but I'm not gonna go through all of that. And yeah, anyways, our last chapter, which is called Bangladesh and various like regional and international organizations. Bangladesh plays an active role in world affairs. As a United Nations member, or UN for short, it is one of the largest contributors in peacekeeping missions. Through SHARC, it works on regional cooperation in South Asia and all. It's also a part of like different organizations like WHO and other stuff, FAO, etc. So basically, the chapter goes through all of that and other like organizations which are run and not run by the UN. Anyways, yeah, that's basically everything for today. I went through all of the chapters of class 8 like 2025 like history book or yeah, and that's all for today. Thank you for listening to me, and yeah, that's all.